This is the RCBS Rock Chucker Supreme, also known as the RC4. One of the things that can greatly improve the usability and functionality of this press is converting it over to Hornady lock and load bushings. There aren't a lot of videos that show how to do this. One thing I did want to show you is this is the biggest crescent wrench I had in my garage. It's 1.5 inches, and it looked like it was going to fit. And it is a little bit short. I actually had to go get an 1 5/8 inch crescent wrench to have it large enough to where it would fit the existing bushing. And I've already gotten this loose, but you just unscrew it and save it for later, and take the conversion bushing and screw it in. Now here's the dilemma. How do you tighten that? It's still loose. You hand tighten it, it'll come out. There's just no way to do that. Now, there's two different theories here. One, you can machine flats on both sides of this, put it in here, put your wrench on, and you can tighten it that way. There's a whole lot easier way of doing this. Just take an existing Hornady die with their C-clamp lock rings that I absolutely love how these work. Go ahead and click it in place. Take your other wrench, crescent wrench or other, and just snug it up. And then what you need to do is just pop it back a little to actually get it off. And there you go. Nice and tight. No machining, nothing necessary. Everything works smooth. That's just how easy everything is to switch out. So if you have a RCBS Rock Chucker, Lyman, Redding, or anything else that has the 1 1/4 to 7/8 die bushings, this guy, then you can put in and use the Hornady lock and load conversion bushing. One of the things I forgot to mention when doing this is some of you might try to use channel locks. And if you have a large pair, you can grip all the way around the bushing. The problem comes in that you can't get a very good bite on this because how skinny the sides are on the bushing. Now with a crescent wrench it's not a problem because you're covering the whole side, but with channel locks you're just touching a very small piece, and you're more likely to mar up the bushing or the press or something else. And it did take considerable amount of force the first time to actually get the bushing loose, and I don't see why yours would be any less than that. I'm not saying it's not possible, it's just not recommended. You'd be better off just to use a crescent wrench, and again you need at least an 1 5/8 inch crescent wrench, and it won't be totally wasted. I wouldn't recommend buying a wrench just for the fact that when you get the size for this, you're probably never going to use it again. With a crescent wrench, you can always make it smaller and use it for other things. I think I got one at Harbor Freight for somewhere around $10 or $15. Wasn't that big of an expense, especially for something that I'm probably going to use again. But again, like I said, you can use channel locks, but it's really not recommended just because there's just not a lot of space there.